All right, everybody, welcome into the Lantern Sports post-game show. I'm your host, Casey Smith, and joining me today is Jacob Benge and Steven Kishpaugh. Fellas, we just saw a 49-10 blowout, but there were some fireworks between the Ohio State sideline and the Rutgers sideline. Jesse Mirko, apparently it was an unplanned fake punt, and he runs for 30 yards, gets blown up on the sidelines, and then a brawl ensues, and Greg Schiano's on the Ohio State sideline. Ryan Day is pointing fingers. It was a very exciting interaction for such a blowout game. But, I mean, that's not to take away from Miyan Williams' 5 touchdowns, right?
Not at all. I mean, Miyan Williams, he didn't have just a career day. He had an absolutely historical day. Only the third player in Ohio State history, the first since 1984, to rush for 5 touchdowns in a single game. That's the program record. And honestly, if he didn't get subbed out of the game early in the fourth quarter, he probably would have had more. He was breaking tackles left and right. The offensive line looked outstanding. And in a game where C.J. Stroud did not look like that number 1 overall pick, Heisman front runner that he normally does, Miyan Williams more than picked up whatever C.J. Stroud was leaving behind, because I think he averaged somewhere close to 10 yards a carry. Like I said, the offensive line looked great. Stroud, he looked a little uncomfortable at times, but that's because Rutgers defense was giving him, different looks than what Ohio State is used to. But at the end of the day, you look at Miyan Williams, you see almost 200 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns, basically a career high in almost every single category. He's the story of the game for me on offense. What about you, Jacob? What did you see on defense?
Yeah, you talk about Miyan Williams there setting the tone on offense. The defense gave him more chances because the defense got a couple more takeaways. Today, Steele Chambers came down with an interception, the first one of his season. And, it wasn't the complete story for Steele because the numbers he put up were career highs there at linebacker. He had 11 tackles, 2 for loss, both career highs for him. He talked about after the game how his focus this year compared to last year, his first as a linebacker after converting as from running back. But, he talked about his confidence this year is much higher. He feels more comfortable in that Buckeye defense, especially under Jim Knowles, because he is a linebacker-minded coach as well as the defensive coordinator. He's putting he and Tommy Eichenberg both in good positions there to really succeed as linebackers.
Yeah, for sure. Steele Chambers, not only did he put up the numbers to have a great day, but he passed the eye test as well. He was flying around, making plays in the open field, just all around the field. I mean, he really put the questions anybody may have had about him potentially going back to running back. Those are dead. He's dead set a linebacker. He plays with great speed. He's able to bring guys down, and he saw that all over the field today in Ohio State's dominant 49-10 victory against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. There were some fireworks that made it exciting in the fourth quarter. Really got me out of my seat, that's for sure. But, I mean, this has been the Lantern Sports post-game show. For Jacob Benge and Steven Kishpaugh, I'm Casey Smith. Until next time, take care.